Hey everybody, it's Nina. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I wanted to talk about my fitness journey over the years. I say that in quotes because I don't really consider myself an athlete. I want to talk about my fitness journey specifically concerning when I started looking at exercise as a way to maintain how I physically look. All of that started on the set of Bunk'D. Let me just begin by saying, as a kid, my family never really had takeout, or when we did, like once a month, it was burgers or going to a buffet or something. To me, I've developed this mentality that like I will not be able to get this food often, so I need to eat every single last bit of it because I'm not gonna have it for another month. So when I got on the set of Bunk'D and started working, there was good food every single day. Let me just say, there was cheesy eggs and bacon, maple syrup coated bacon in the mornings and every morning. And there was Friday sushi, takeout Tuesday, or I called it Chipotle Tuesday because we always got Chipotle. And there was just really good food all the time, but it was kind of unhealthy since I had that mentality of I don't get good food often. Every single day I would come to set and be like, I need to eat all this and I need to eat until I'm full because I'm not gonna get this again. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity. I'm not saying I had this mentality for all of Bunk'D. That changed kind of between season 1 and season 2 because in the middle of season 1, me eating all this stuff, I did pudge out a little bit. I might have noticed it back then, but it never was anything where I looked at myself and I was like, I'm getting fat. I was just like, oh, my tummy's a little bit round today. And keep in mind, I was like 11, but I didn't really care at all. And then one day I was on set in the middle of a scene. My mom and my manager were chilling in my dressing room. Okay, so in all of our dressing rooms, there's like a little TV in the corner where you can watch what's happening on set. So they were watching me do my scenes. So I wasn't there in the room. I wasn't present with them, but they could see me. My manager was like, maybe you should recommend her to do like a dance class because she doesn't do that, does she? My mom was like, no, she doesn't do it. My mother told me on the car ride home, your manager talked to me. He said you were gaining weight, you were getting fat, and we need to send you up for a dance class. I was like, okay. I didn't really think much about it. I was 11. Between season 1 and season 2 of Bunk'D, I signed up for this hip-hop class near my house and had a really good time. I think it did help. I don't know why, but when I got back from season 2, everyone on set was telling me, oh, Nina, you look so different. You look so mature. But also I think it's because I grew 2 inches. So that is the story of how I got into dance. After that, I did dance for a little while. We filmed season 2. I didn't really think about how I looked. Things started changing when I came back to school, actually. I decided to go back to public school in 8th grade. Pretty sure I told you guys that story already.
Oh, there's so many kids.
And everybody was like, Nina!
But during that time, my sister started doing this program called Pilates, or she's just been watching this YouTuber named Cassie Ho as she would post these Pilates workouts online, and I was like, that's interesting. I tried one of them and I was like, this is really hard. I was just like, it's too hard, whatever. But things started changing when I saw my spring pictures for 8th grade. I don't know what it was at the time, but I looked at them and I was like, do I look fat to you guys? I was asking my friends, maybe it was how the picture was taken or something, but I just saw something in myself and I was like, I think I'm gaining weight again. After I got my spring pictures and I thought that I was fat for some reason, I started working out a lot. I started by telling myself, okay, each morning when I wake up, I'll just do a Pilates workout. In the evening, I'll do like another short Pilates workout just to keep myself in shape. Like I have to get in shape. I did that throughout the second half of 8th grade, but it just grew and grew to the point where I do like 2 hours of Pilates workouts each day. I don't think 2 hours is way too much. It's not like I'm forcing myself to work out for 2 hours, pushing aside other important things like homework or work and stuff, because I had a lot of free time as an 8th grader. I had like half an hour homework a day, so I just had the time to work out. But I did have this mindset where I was like, if I miss a workout, I was really guilty empty. I convinced myself like I would get fat if I were to miss this workout. It got to a point where my mom wanted to take me to my grandma's house the summer after 8th grade, and I already got into like my 2-hour workout regime and everything, where I was like crying and I was having this tantrum because there's not going to be like a place for me to work out there at my grandma's house, or I don't know how this is going to work, or I'm going to miss a couple days on the flight over. So yeah, I definitely think my mindset was pretty unhealthy. I didn't end up maintaining what I looked like in 8th grade, of course, because I was still like a kid. In freshman year, I didn't do 2 hours a day. I couldn't. There was just too many things going on. I was involved in more stuff at school and I had more homework. I think I did still do like an hour each day. At this point in freshman year, I started looking into becoming a model. I posted like some photos on Instagram for like this clothing company. It got a lot of likes and that got to my head and I was like, people like how I look, maybe I should be a model. I work out so much, maybe I should put this towards something. So I called my manager and I was like, can you please look into modeling for me? I really want to be a model. And he was like, oh, I'm so excited that you want to do this. That's really cool. Let me call a couple agencies for you. So he was all for it. A couple weeks passed and I call him back and I was like, so how did it go? Did any agencies want to sign me? I think he said something like, oh, they said that you're a little short for your age and stuff. So basically I just couldn't become a model because I was short. In the beginning of sophomore year, I went on this cruise thing with my old acting school in the Caribbean. And on the cruise, there was a lot of agents and managers and they were scouting talent. I did befriend a couple of agents and managers. Oh, and I also met the guys from The Sandlot. So that was pretty cool. I remember this one moment where I was talking to one of my talent manager agent friends and I was talking about how I wanted to get into modeling. I think he was like a model agent, or he was talking to me and he's like, yeah, you know, the main thing is you're too short. That's just it. There's like a variety of specific things that model agents or managers look for when they're like looking at a potential client. And it's basically like height and I don't know what else he said. A couple other things. I went through one ear and out the other. All I heard was height. Yeah, that was the end of my modeling dreams for me. Things pretty much remained the same until junior year, because that's the year the pandemic hit. At the beginning of the pandemic, everyone was doing their whole Chloe Ting 2-week workout challenge. I somehow read it wrong. I thought you were supposed to do all the videos at once every single day. I didn't realize there was a schedule. So I did her 2-week shred thing, but I did every single video. So it was like an hour a day and I was dying because it's Chloe Ting and there was a lot of cardio. Another thing that happened in the beginning of the pandemic is I started sleeping at 4 or 5 a.m. as I'm sure like other teenagers have. I woke up at like 12 p.m. or 1 p.m. Since I'd wake up super late, I would often miss breakfast. I think my whole eating habit had to shift in order to make up for the calories I was losing out on. So at night, I would get super duper hungry like at 12, and then I'd eat snacks or to accommodate for the fact that I didn't have breakfast that day. Then I was like, no, eating snacks late at night is really unhealthy. I have to stop. So I stopped doing that. But then I was really hungry. For like a month or so, I stopped myself. Like I would wake up so late I didn't eat breakfast, and then I wouldn't eat my midnight snack either. I really messed up my metabolism. I thought I was doing so well. I was like, I'm looking really skinny. I had such a bad mentality towards this. I was like, oh, I can see the outline of my abs because of all the workouts I'm doing. I look super fit, so I must be doing super well. But that wasn't the right mindset to have. Just because you look good on the outside doesn't mean your health is doing well overall, especially on the inside. Because then I started getting a lot of digestive problems. My stomach started cramping really, really bad. My metabolism slowed down a lot because it was adjusting to the fact that I only ate 2 meals a day and that I was working out a lot, so I needed to conserve energy. Also, I lost a little over 10 pounds during that time, and I was talking to my friends about it, and they were like, oh my gosh, congratulations, Nina. now that I'm looking back on it, losing weight isn't always a good thing. So don't congratulate your friends if they're losing weight. Maybe you could be like, oh, why do you think that is? Like, what have you been doing recently? And if it sounds like the way they lost weight is healthy, then you can congratulate them. I think if it's an unhealthy way like I was doing, not the greatest thing to encourage them to continue to do that. But yeah, I lost a lot of weight. My metabolism got screwed up. I had to go to the doctors in the end because a lot of problems going on. After that, I tried to reintroduce breakfast, and that was also a really hard process because my metabolism was already slowed down, so it was hard to get it back up again. And then senior year started. I still wanted to keep working out. I love my girl Cassie and her blog Pilates, so I can never like leave her. So for this year, I'm still doing blog Pilates videos. I think I do at best 40 minutes a day. So in conclusion, it's super important to be healthy on the outside, but also on the inside. Inside as in like your metabolism, but also your mentality, like how you look at how you're working out. Don't disregard the fact that you can look healthy on the outside, but be unhealthy on the inside. Thank you so much for joining me for my YouTube video today. I'm still trying to figure out this whole how to make YouTube videos thing. Let me know in the comments down below what you thought of the video and what kind of videos I should do next. Thanks so much for being here. Bye.